Earth, our bountiful Earth. On the far western coast of Canada lies the province of British Columbia. Between the rim of the vast Pacific Ocean and the ice-encrusted edges of the coastal mountains, the first part of our journey brings us to the heart and key departure point for some of the best fishing in the world. Vancouver, our city of mountains and water. It's from here visitors from all parts of the world can quickly reach magical places where their fishing dreams can come true. And once again, we're off. As we fly north, the island-studded fjords and the grandeur of the Pacific Northwest unfolds beneath us. The craggy mountain peaks, home of the glaciers which descend through the timeless snowfields to far below, the mighty Pacific Ocean. The timeless surging of the tides, the swells breaking along the beaches, the thunder of surf on rocks, the pulsing motion of marine mammals at play slide beneath our wings. Our 1-hour flight from Vancouver takes us along the coastline which divides the mainland from Vancouver Island to Port Hardy. From here, our choices of destinations are many. But where we now go, there are no longer any roads, and we must use a plane which can land on water.
John, how are you?
Fine, good to see you, Ken.
John さん、こんにちは。どうですか？釣れてますか？
I don't know. Let's ask these men. They've just come in. How did you guys?
Oh, not too bad.
Oh, come on, shut. Oh, not too bad. You were just out this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I think that's pretty good. That one's got to be about 15 pounds. Beautiful cohos. Well, so let's go and have a cup of coffee.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's go. Good. John, what kind of salmon are we fishing for tomorrow?
We're going to be fishing for coho.
Coho? What kind of salmon is that?
I'll tell you, Ken. They don't grow as big as the tai. In fact, they very seldom grow to heavier than 30 pounds. More usually, a 20-pounder is considered a pretty big one. But they are one of the most sporting of all the fish that swim. When you hook them, they're extremely fast in the water. They stay near the surface when they're running, and often they'll jump just like a rainbow trout.
Great. Oh, let's go.
Yeah, let's.
Let's. How's that, John?
Good. Try 15 pulls.
I'm quite smooth.
Yes, it's an excellent design. If we were fishing for Thais, we'd probably be going a bit too fast. But for cohos, it usually pays to have the boat going a bit quicker. Now, carefully. I don't think he's very big, but be awfully careful. It's your first Pacific salmon. I wouldn't want you to see you lose this one. Yeah, that's the way. Yeah. Let him take some line if he wants to. Good. Great.
Coming.
Oh, I see. A beautiful little coho. Oh, yeah.
Oh, went under. Very small, but beautiful fish. I'd like to let him go.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Ken. I'm pretty sure I can promise you a bigger one than that before the day's out.
Bye-bye.
Put one at 15 pulls and the other at 30. That'll give us two different depths for the next try, for the next pass through the bay here. That's good. Now what I'll do, I'll start the engine and put her into gear, so that as the boat moves forward, both of these baits will come up and start to follow the boat. And it's as they come up that we should have a good chance of picking up a coho.
All right.
You okay? You ready? Be ready now. It's as those lines are coming up that our best chance of getting a fish is right then. Here they come. Well, not yet, but I still think we'll get one.
What's that old building over there, John?
That's an old abandoned salmon cannery, Ken, one of about 100 which used to operate all up the coast here. No one works or lives here anymore, except perhaps the ghosts of fishermen from long ago. Only the gulls and barnacle-encrusted pilings survive to remind us of the bustle of bygone years. These old buildings, which once echoed with the laughs and curses of fishermen and shore workers, are now left battered and derelict by the passage of changing seasons and the never-ending years. But before the days of refrigerated packing boats, these canneries were alive with action. Years ago, fleets of fishing vessels worked out of these canneries, sited in the heart of the best fishing grounds. They headed to sea in search of their quarry in all types of weather. Once at the fishing grounds, nets would be spilled out with small tenders encircling the schools of salmon. Hydraulic pulleys and straining muscles would pull the nets tight. Heavier and heavier would the nets become as the fish were lifted irresistibly to the surface, a glittering silver mass of prized Pacific salmon. This was the moment all fishermen awaited, the sea giving up its riches. Nets would now hoist tons of salmon into the ship's hold. The fishing fleet would hurry back to these canneries, unload their catch and get back as quickly as possible to the nearby fishing grounds. Conveyor belts would carry the salmon up to the cannery, where they were mechanically separated according to their size. Next, the heads and tails were cut off by automated knives. Then the fins were excised and belly cavities emptied and cleaned. The salmon would then be sliced by rotating circular blades into a predetermined size to be ready for the cans. The filling machines would pack each can to a predetermined weight. A touch of salt was added for flavor. The lids were placed on top of each can and then crimped. The cans continued along the automatic packing line to be hermetically vacuum sealed. Now the cans were prepared for the all-important superheated steam cooking. They were cooked in large pressure cookers with steam superheated for at least 1.5 hours. Once cooked, the cans were so hot they could not be touched for at least 24 hours. Once cooled, the cans continued along the line where they were labeled and crated for shipment to all parts of the world. Yes, Ken, fishing meant jobs for many people in BC. It still is today. But when I look at the canneries now, it seems that even the ghosts are gone.
You know, John, you told that story so well. I could almost see all those pictures.
As I said before, Ken, the coming of the refrigerated packing vessel changed all of that, as now the fishermen's catches can be more economically taken down to Vancouver for processing. These remote canneries are no longer needed. The canneries are gone, but thank goodness the fish are still here. Here, you've got one. Oh, boy.
Yes.
Yeah, watch him go. Look, watch him run, Ken. That's not another little one. Oh, let him take line if he wants to.
Oh, it stopped.
Yeah, but keep a tight line on. This is not another small coho.
What's happening?
Handle him carefully, Ken. He's not played out yet.
Oh, shall I put more?
If you want to take line, don't try and hold him. If he makes a sudden dash, let him take line off the reel. Just concentrate on keeping a good, tight line on him.
Oh, he's strong. He's still strong.
Oh, yeah, well, he's a long, long way from being ready to bring to the boat yet. Watch it, he's coming up in the water now. It's dangerous when he jumps. Be careful, watch. There he is.
Oh,
you see him?
I can see him, yes, Bill. Coming around.
Keep a tight line.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, big jump. Wow, すごいすごい. Oh, my God. Oh.
Ted, keep your rod tip up, but don't try and stop him. Let him take line.
Okay. Oh,
boy, he's a very strong fish. You've got him on a tight line now. Good. Just keep him coming nice and steadily.
Right.
Yeah, really steadily. Watch him. What? He still looks a little bit fresh to me.
Oh!
There he goes again.
Oh.
Keep the rod tip up. Let him have line.
Yeah.
Don't try and stop him, for goodness sake.
Okay.
Great. That fish has got a lot of steam in it. Oh, that's a real coho. That's what they're supposed to do, Ken. Good. Now just keep him coming nice and steady.
All right. Going.
He's not ready yet. There's lots of steam in that chap yet. Oh, what?
What now?
Well, I just keep your rod tip and keep a tight line, but be careful.
Almost.
There's still a lot of power, I think, in this animal. Hold on. Bring him over here. Try and get him on this side.
All right.
Bring him round towards the net. Oh, Kenny's gone to the other side of the boat.
Okay.
Yet.
Beautiful.
Away he goes again. Don't try and stop him. Boy, that really is a strong fish. Will we? Bring him in closer now.
Okay.
Bring him in closer now.
Okay.
Okay, now take it really steadily here, because I think we're going to have a chance to get him. There he is!
Oh, yes,
I
see him.
Steady! Hey, don't try and stop him. He's off again. I don't believe it, the way that this fish can still keep going. He won't go as far this time, though, now. He's got to be tiring now. Yeah. Now, keep him coming nice and steadily. Try and get him as close as you can. I've got the net ready.
Right.
Now, just take him nice and steadily now, Ken.
I'm trying.
That's great. Just keep the pressure on him. He'll come closer. We'll get him head first. Wait till we've got him around and got his head. Just steady. You're doing just fine. Here he comes. He's head first now.
Yes.
And there he goes.
Yes, you got it.
That's your real fish, Ken. Now that's a coho really worth having. Well done, my friend. Well done.
Right.
Now that Ken had got one really good fish in the boat, I felt it really did have to be my turn. So I threaded up a new herring plug and decided to try mooching for a bit. It's just so pleasant out here on a day like this when there's no engine noise. I watched the rod tip intently. Thought I saw a little tab. Oh, there's one! There he goes! Yeah, he's hooked. He's going nicely. Oh, another lovely coho. There he runs again. Oh boy, it's going to be interesting to see. Ken, this one will keep it up as long as that one that you got. He's dogging it a bit now. Getting some line on him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him a bit. He smells strong. He's still very strong. He will be for some time yet, I suspect. Here he goes. Oh, yeah, that's what I love to see them. Oh, boy, that's what makes the cohos such fun, is when they come out like that. Yeah, he's coming along fairly docilely, but I don't trust him. He's a long way from being played out. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the net into the net yet. That's pretty. Yeah. That's just. I hope that other damn boat doesn't come too close. Yeah, he's still got his head down. I can't shorten the line on him. I can't get any line from him, but just keep the pressure up. But I think he's going to make a move soon. Because I feel sure he's not played out yet. He's going around the front of the boat now. He's coming to the other side. Okay, that's okay. It's fine. Got room. Yeah. He's still just strong, but not very active at the moment. Probably just drawing his breath to get ready to scare the devil out of us. haven't seen him yet, apart from when he jumped, have you? He's coming now. He's coming now. Yeah, but... Oh, I don't trust this fish. He's just being just a little bit too conserving with his energy. I'd like to see him expend a bit of it. Wait, yeah. Oh, I see the lead's out of the water. He's coming up. He's coming up. Oh, wow, there you are. Oh, I told you that baby was far from finished. Oh, there he goes again. And he's a good fish, too. Looks better than 10 pounds to me. Oh, yeah, he's Gastown cute. But again, he's gone down again. Oh, he's, yeah, but he's still low. Oh, he's going, oh, that was a beautiful jump. Oh, yeah. But now, oh, yeah. See him go. Oh, it's going to be some time before we have this one in the net, Ken. He's still got lots and lots of strength in him. Oh, yeah. And he doesn't seem to want to tire himself out too much. Oh, yeah, he is, but he's not, you don't see his belly turning up.
I see.
Yeah.
I see him.
You see him? Yeah, I see him too. You see, he's just swimming as strongly as a fresh fish, which he really still is, I guess. We'll just keep the pressure on him. He can't keep it up all day. We've got the daylights on our side. We just won't rush him. Yeah, the main thing to do is to get him in the boat, not lose him. And rushing him is one way. That's a good way of losing a fish. Just keep the pressure on him. And he's got to. He's his head away from me now. He still doesn't feel as if he's tiring. Not quite so sure about me, but he's still pretty fresh. Oh, I know he's still got lots and lots of steam in it. Yeah. That's dangerous to jump on a short line like that. However, but every time he does that now, you see, he's taking a bit more out of himself. Each time he won't be quite as strong as he was the time before. I think we'll be ready for the net any moment now.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, Ken, but make sure that we get him head first. Make sure he goes in head first.
Okay.
Well done.
Yes. Good. All right. Okay, good. Great sashimi tonight.
And lots of it.
Yeah, sure.
Let me tell you, Ken. Way up here, we fish for two kinds of salmon. The first is the Chinook, which is the largest species of salmon in the world.
Is that the same one they call king salmon in Alaska?
Yes, the Americans usually call it a king, but here in Canada, we usually refer to it as either a Chinook, a spring, or, if it's over 30 pounds in weight, a tai.
Tai.
As a matter of fact, last week, we took off for the fishing grounds with one of our local guides.
Ted, how big is the biggest fish you've had so far this year?
Well, John, I guess my biggest so far is 70.5 pounds. But hopefully this morning we can get into some of those world-famous, world-class Rivers Inlet Tai.
Well, we know about that 126-pounder that the commercial man got last year. So there's got to be world-class fish, 100 pounds and better in this inlet right now. Just imagine if we managed to hook one of those. I think we've only got to beat 92 pounds, and we've got a world record.
Well, John, I know you're right about those big fish. I've had some fish on that dwarf that 70-pounder that I had on. I think my longest bite is 5 hours with a break off at the end of 5. The biggest heartbreak you could ever have.
How long did it take you to boat the 70-pounder?
I worked it with a guest for 55 minutes. And I work a fish hard, so for me to work a fish for 5 hours, that's saying something.
Where are we going to start fishing, Ted?
Well, John, you can see some of our boats up there. Maybe we'll just start fishing there up along the bluff.
Is that the new boundary marker now there? Here at the head of the inlet, the fishing had been really hot for the last couple of days. So I asked Ted to pass me a bait. I was threading it when I heard a shriek, looked over my shoulder, and saw a boat landing a big fish. Then Ted saw another one.
Hey, John, have a look over there. Looks like they got a big one on now.
It really does, doesn't it? I wonder how long he's been playing that for. He's fairly close to the boat now. It shouldn't take him long to get it.
It looks like he's been working her a while anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to hook these other rods up. No sense watching.
Since there appeared to be fish all around us, I quickly hooked up the herring and put it into the water. Soon after, I detected the telltale tap on my rod tip. I picked up the rod and fell to take what I thought was a solid bite. I struck, and heck. I missed. I simply struck too soon. But Ted had one on. It didn't look exactly what we'd come for. I asked Ted for another bait.
Give me another bait, please, Ted.
So I hooked it up once again and lowered it into the water.
Hey, John, take a look over there. There's another big one on there.
Yes? That looks like a good fish.
This fish looked like it could get too close to us, so we watched it carefully to stay out of the way. I saw the rod tip move.
What do you make of that, Ted? What?
Feed a little bit of line.
Yeah, I did.
Just reel it up real slow. Just really slow.
I struck. Off he went.
Hi, 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 hi!
Yowza! Here we go! Here we go!
I felt the incredible power of a really big tai on its first run, which I felt helpless to control.
The looper roll comes through again for Rivers Inlet. Yowza! I hope we got some time to spend here.
The fish continued to take line with a strength that left me unable to do anything except just let him run.
Oh, Christ, he's going down to Wadhams, I think.
He must be at about 100 yards at this first run here.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, if you don't get closer to him, I'm going to run out of
Listen to that, eh?
Yeah. He's still very deep, too. He's gone down.
What kind of cod did you just say that was?
Call Hinkus.
Here he comes. He's coming up, I think.
Yeah, he's coming up now. I think. But we're not really making any line on him. We're just closing with him with the boat. I tell you one thing, seriously, this playing a heavy fish like this reel with the drag-free recovery is really a boon. It really is. Don't get too close.
Swimming at us. Pretty powerful fish.
As we moved closer to him, the big fish seemed to be holding still or swimming towards us.
I don't even think he knows he's hooked yet. Big rod, big rod.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch him come up.
But once again, he turned his head away and took off like an express train.
I'm gonna chase him with the boat here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's going all the way there.
Ah, that's what we're here for. Phew!
Oh my word.
Here he goes. Big one.
Yeah,
There he is, there he is. Look at him
Oh
go.
yeah.
Woo! Big one, 70 pounds. 60 anyways.
What?
60 pounds.
You think so?
Oh, for sure. Didn't you see him go?
Well, I didn't, yeah, but I couldn't judge him.
Ah, good job. There he goes, round the boat, round the boat.
The big fish continued to take line and was just too strong for me to be able to stop him. However, the heavy pressure I'd been holding on him was beginning to take its toll, and he began to come higher in the water. I began to feel a bit anxious, as there's no more dangerous moment than when they jump.
Let's get going. Chase him, Ted. Chase him. He's...
Okay. Whoa, whoa!
That was it. I think. Was it?
Is he gone?
Yeah.
He was gone.
Sure. Reel the shit out of them.
After a few mad moments with a fish like that, the bottom of your stomach falls out when you feel the line go slack. Ted looked as disappointed as I felt. I looked over my shoulder and saw an old friend of mine into what looked like a really good fish. I asked him if he thought it was a big one.
Yeah, he's a pretty good one.
Big.
I can't tell for sure, but
Well, over, looks like about 50-pounder at least, eh?
it's like, say, 50, 60. Son of a gun.
You need a hand netting that guy?
Mike had to start his engine and follow the fish, which was taking too much line and getting too far away from him. The other boats in the vicinity were considerate and had given Mike plenty of distance. But with a fish like this, even quarter of a mile can be too close. Yes, this was another big fish. Fish came near the surface.
There he is. There he is. See him?
How much line have you got on that, Mike?
200 yards, 17-pound test.
200 yards, 17 pounds.
The fish was now fighting dangerously high in the water.
Look, John. There's a fellow over there with a fish on right behind him.
Holy smoke, they're all around us.
Mike's boat was being towed by that salmon.
My word, look at him.
See him? I don't. Where is he?
There he is. It continued to pull and run hard, right round Mike's boat. This was no ordinary fish. Every time Mike gained 20 yards of line from him, he quickly took it all back again. Ted and I watched with bated breath as the exciting struggle continued.
Look, Ted, there's another one over there.
It's not just enough to frost.
Oh,
Don't tail net him.
The other boat we saw now got his fish within reach of the net, but Mike's was far from finished. The salmon didn't seem to be tiring at all, but I was beginning to wonder about Mike. At last his efforts seemed to be paying off, as the fish was finally brought close to the boat.
He's on the side.
Oh, there he
I've
is,
got him
my
all.
word.
That's what it is. I've got him by the back fin.
At first sight, we thought he was foul hooked, but that soon proved not to be the case.
Looks like he's almost doing the chicken.
Yeah, he's had it.
But he hadn't had it. He rolled once, got his head down, and off he went again.
Look at him go, look at him go. He's heading for Japan. Whoa, he's on his way. He's not going to stop. Power in that one.
That hard-won 60 yards of line, which had brought the fish so close to the boat, all went out again. After lots more hard work, Mike eventually got it back. Once again, he had the fish close to his boat.
Got him on a short line now.
He brought the fish closer and closer,
That is a
trying to
big
get it within
fish.
reach of his net.
That's a real big fish.
At last, it appeared as if Mike was finally going to get his chance. It looked like he had him. But as Ted and I watched, his head went down and away he went again. Mike simply couldn't stop him. The fish took a tremendous run and went right under another fisherman's boat, who was not paying attention to Mike's situation.
Back off, can you? Back off. He's completely underneath you. Reel up your line.
Mike asked him to move and reel up his line. At last, he realized what was happening and put his motor in gear and gave Mike some badly needed fighting room.
You better watch what I'm doing.
Yes, indeed. You getting tired, Mike?
This is a big one.
Yeah. We've got a couple of men here who'd love to give you a rest with that, you know.
It's almost scary. Yeah, I'm almost out of line again.
Gee whiz.
I got chasing some more. This is tough. Yes, it is.
Guess you must have a real monster on there, John. It's been over an hour now.
Yeah, that's what we used to call a big Brutus.
That's for sure. John, there's no way he can have that fish by himself. Even if he gets it into the net, there's no way he can pull it over the side of the boat. That's a real monster.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to get you over there to give him a hand, Ted. He won't be able to handle the rod and the net, not with a fish of that size. Mike, you want another hand with that fish?
I'll jump in your boat if you like and give you a hand netting it, Mike.
Yeah, why don't you hop in here and give me a hand net?
Okay, let me take the wheel. Yeah, right.
Now we're close to the time when most fish are lost, during the crucial netting. After such a long battle, even the smallest of nicks or scratches on the line could cause it to break. An improper lunge at the wrong time might cause the hooks to get embedded in the net, losing the fish. Ted would only get one chance at netting it, and it had to be right. He finally made his move. Hey, 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 hey! Oh, boy, at long last he's yours. What a beautiful fish. Oh, it's absolutely the fantastic fish of the season. What a marvelous fish. Oh, what a super salmon. Oh, my goodness.
Nice big tail. Must be 14-inch tail on that sucker.
Can't hold him.
He's done enough work now, I think, yeah.
After an hour, your arms get pretty tired. Would you go an hour and 20 minutes, maybe?
Probably, I'd say about that. It's sure a beautiful spot for fishing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Flat as a pancake most of the time.
Well, Ken, did you have a good time?
本当にありがとうございます。本当に楽しかったです。今度改めて友達と一緒に戻ってきますからよろしくお願いします。ほんじゃまた。
ではまた。 Well, when we first met, I promised you that I'd show you some really big salmon. Now you've seen them, haven't you? You see, it really is true. They are here, these huge trophy fish, in the central coastline of beautiful British Columbia.